Okay, so now we're here and we have our avatar, and we're going to try on some of the hair, and we're just going to show you the examples of the hair that we're going to be working with today. So I've got a few samples for you. First is the blinking hair, and I'm going to use the small one. And you see it fits on my head, but when I go to blink, the hair also moves with it as well. So that's not good. We don't want our hair to be blinking. I'm sorry, I can't seem to get my camera set up on this properly, but you see what I'm going over here. So we have our blinking hair, and we have our Tommy hair, which is the hair that doesn't quite fit the. Oh my gosh, what is? There we go. Sorry, my camera was broken. So then we have our hair that doesn't quite fit the scalp, the head, no matter what we try, and we're stuck with this, which I guess in some ways it could be okay, but we know how it's supposed to look, and it doesn't look quite right. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Well, this is supposed to be down a little bit more. It doesn't, and it's not supposed to show you this much head, I think. Anyway, so we have the hair that needs to be tailored and fit to the skull, and then we have the other hair, which is, it doesn't quite fit the way it's supposed to, and when you talk, it jiggles just like the blinking hair does. You see what it's supposed to look like this, and it looks like that. So whenever you talk, it goes like this. So these are the three samples that we'll be working with today. So what we need to do is extract our samples so we can put it in Blender and then make all the changes that we need to. You'll need to open up the Darkstorm and do the extraction. So I'm going to pause it real quick, and I'm going to open up my Darkstorm and show you how to extract it. Okay, so I'm over here on my Darkstorm, and you see we have our snaggle wearing our sample hair. So we're going to need to do two things to extract it. We need to get a rigged mesh extraction and a static mesh extraction. We do it in separate parts like this because the rigged mesh extraction has a hard time grabbing the textures. Well, it will grab the textures, or grab it in like JP2 or JPEG 2 format, which is I guess no good for us. But the static extraction gives us the ping or the JPEG or the TGA, whichever you want. You get to choose which format the textures are going to come in. I like to do it in ping because it's a lot easier to look at. So what we're going to do now is do our static extraction and then a rigged mesh extraction. So what you're going to do is click on your avatar's hair, and you're going to do file, right click on it, and you're just going to go save as, collada, and you're going to wait for the textures to load up here, and you're going to choose what format you want it in. I like to choose it at ping just because that's a lot easier to look at, and then hit save as. And I've already saved this to do the test of it, so I'm just going to name it. Click on this. You can name it whatever, and just make sure it doesn't have any special characters in the title, or else it'll fail. So no special characters, name whatever you want, and then hit save. It's going to ask me this because I already did it, so just hit yes. And then we're just going to wait for it to save. So once we got that done, we're going to do our rigged mesh extraction, which is right clicking on your rigged hair. Now it's very important that you wear the rigged mesh that you're trying to extract. If you have it on the ground or it's on display or something like that, it's going to come up static. You have to be wearing the hair. So once the hair is worn on here, we're just going to right click on it, and we're going to go Darkstorm and then XML export. And then you're just going to hit download textures and then export. And it's going to ask you what you want to name this. You can name this whatever you want. Special characters are okay with this. So just hit save, and then yes, I would like to overwrite it because I did this already. And you're just going to hit OK, and then it's going to give you this message that says that it's going to take a while to download, and then down here it'll tell you that it's complete. It pretty much does it instantly, so you don't really have to wait. So once we have our sample done, I'm going to do the same thing again for the other two samples. But once we grab those, you're pretty much done with Darkstorm. You can just close it and then go on to the next video. So I'll see you guys over there.